Almost caught it. I was just a little early, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. World 7 leads us off. Overworld pipes are randomized, so 3, 7, and 8 become journeys, or they can become the easiest worlds ever. Players go to top middle island. Justin Man will do 7, 6 and find 3, 4. Am's going to go back over to 7, 1. So we're going to get a little bit of urgency here. She finds 3, 3. Didn't look like Am wanted to do the stage and the fortress, so she decided on the 7-1 route. Getting that hype in the truck. Am's got the shorter stage. She'll finish first. Justin trying to make it about as even as you possibly could be. So we'll see where Am's pipe leads to. Justin Man is going to find the first fortress of the seed. It is 4, Fortress 2. Regular stages get into their own randomized pool. The fortresses are randomized amongst each other, and of course the 7 airships are randomized together. Justin taking a fortunate death to that jump in 4F2. Am finds the pipe around the fortress, so she'll take the first Piranha stage. The 2 Piranha stages in here in 7 are unfortunately not randomized. 2 of the 4 non-randomized stages in the randomizer. Justin getting over that annoying jump in 4F2. Finds a lot of booze. Dry Bones, the Hot Feet, the booze get randomized here in the Fortress pool. Am finds a music box and decides she's going to need to take care of the fortress. Justin Man gets it done. And they will just swap stages. Am sees the double boo and is like, oh, I'm going to have to get them in the wall. Justin is small. I'm going to avoid the munchers here. And we'll find his music box. So our players will have 2 pipes here on the left side of the top middle island to try to navigate here. Am finds Castle Island. Justin Man finds a Toad House. And then Am finds 5-9, one of the 2 Autoscrollers that doesn't get the Autoscroller removal. She'll skip that. 7-7 is 5-3. A very, actually, deceptively long stage. Justin gonna follow Am over to Castle Island. Sees 5-9 and decides that he's not going to do it. Some people enjoyed the mental break of 5-9. Others was like, nah, we're cool. I'll just skip it. So both players are going to navigate 5-3 here. Very deceptive because of the fact that you start on the left, start on the right, go to the left, take the pipe, and then go back left to right. Vanilla enemy placement? No, not really, no. Same enemies in the stage, just in the wrong order. We'll see if any player wants to try to swag out. If they can find a shoe they can knock over. Justin Man getting a little tripped over. He's going to go back to 5-9. It is about a 45-second auto-scroller, but if you keep taking deaths to 5-3, this might actually be the better play. And did get her clear, and she will be the next one. Well, she'll be the first one, then, to whatever the 7-9 location is. Am finds 1-5. Never trust slopes in the randomizer. You'd love to butt slide, but 90% of the time you're going to get hit. Justin, oh no! Got sniped by the Lakitu! And that's a game over as well. Oh my goodness. The agony of it all. You will have to redo everything but the fortress. Finds 742. It is the one fortress. Logic's always going to assume you're going to take the item here, so it tries to put it one fort in a place where it's not going to be the worst place in the world. Every once in a while, you do get a placement where you can kill the boom boom and actually skip a couple stages for it. You'll see that more often in Group 2 flags. Justin takes the death into the moat in 3-4. I'll try it again. Blooper and the kids in the moat. Am's going to play the card game. What you see is not always what you get in the card game. Not only are the boards completely randomized order, the gifts you get from them are randomized. So she'll get a little information from the board and move on to the second piranha stage here. Am finds a hammer at the end of the second piranha stage. Hammers are one of the most coveted items here. Not only do they break rocks like they do in vanilla, they also break fortress locks, which can allow you to skip stages en masse and make a lot of worlds trivial. Oasis, to answer your question, no, actually the Lakitus are not randomized. They're actually fixed position enemies, and unfortunately they don't throw anything that's different from the green or red spinies that they would normally throw. Am into the Lubug fight. Oh, he's got space jumps. Not just high jumps. Stage clearing space jumps. Koopa kids have a random 1 to 5 jumping hit points. They'll always have the same 10 fire hit points. And sometimes they get different properties from what they normally are in vanilla. Lubig did not have his earthquakes. That means another Koopa kid will. Back in the early days of the randomizer, the walls were not very helpful, and if a space jump Koopa kid left the stage, he could potentially leave the arena, soft locking you out for the timer. Thankfully, that got fixed with some wall extensions. Am in World 3 now. She's going to try the pipe here. If this connects to Wendy, it is a God 3. It gets her to the 3-4-1 lock. She's actually going to use the hammer here, thinking that the pipe below her is the way home. Gonna find a coin ship. Coin ships have a random chance to spawn with worlds that can also be triggered the vanilla way. Get your coin count to a double, a multiple of 11, and then match the tens digit of your score to that coin count. That will trigger them normally, turn them on-off. It is an on-off. Can actually turn them back. Am finds the 3-4-2 lock. Ay. She's going to have to play stages here. Thankfully, she will skip those first 3 stages. She's going to have to do this fortress, which is actually 3-4-2. Right world, wrong location. Takes the underwater fort. Justinman going to try to move this hotfoot over to try to despawn him or get around him. Yep, gets the P-speed, and he will see the item here in 1. And it's a P-Wing. Not a bad pickup. Especially early in the seed. And then he'll get his hammer here from the second piranha. And she is to the boom boom here. This is a flying boom boom here. Same old 3 hits, 5 fireballs, or 1 well-placed Hammer Brothers hammer. From a hammer suit. So Justin going to be about half a world behind here once we get to it. Am to the Potaboo's hand stage. The 3 hand stages from World 8 are thrown into the normal stage pool. Can pop in anywhere. The prize she gets here will be shared across all 3 hand stages. It is a mushroom. At least it's not in the music box. So she knows where to go. It's the vanilla pipe. The 3-9 pipe is going to be the way of Wendy here. Gets a frog suit from the Sledge Bro Justin into the space jump phase of this Ludwig fight. He's gotta be on time with these hits, or else he's gonna go in the air and stay up there. Am finds 3-9 here. Again, another case of right world, wrong position. We go for the power up here in the middle. Picks up the fire flower. This power, she's not gonna go for it. Yep, she will. It's not necessarily the one up that it normally is. She'll skip that fire flower and take the down pipe here. Oh, Blooper caught her. We are using Am's audio. She is rolling with random stage audio. That is one of the two options that players can voluntarily choose. What color your Mario is, default, and if you want to play with random music or not. Justin gonna follow here with this hammer use at the 3-4-1 lock. He will be equally disappointed when he finds it was a double lock. Am in 6-6. Yippee yahoo. Caught by the microchip. Bertha's coming to play today. 3 in a row. See how much water lag she kicks up here before we get to the pipes. Get some kind despawns from the piranha plants here. Let's go over to the hallway of doom. Yep, takes the unfortunate hit from the yellow Paragoomba. Gonna play it safe here. And through a moderately rough 6-6 there. At least it wasn't Blooper City. 3-9 is the first beta stage of the seed. There are actually plenty of pieces and parts of stages, unused stages in the code of Mario 3. Our wonderful developer Fred Coughlin found 8 mostly or even actually completed stages, finished them up for us, and threw them in the normal stage pool. They can replace anywhere from 0 to 8 of the normal stages. Okay, to answer Callus's question, sometimes pretty much all of the spawns in the middle of 6-6 are bloopers and will lag the game out for all the wrong reasons. And you have to try to swim through that mess. And found a hammer from the card game. Didn't necessarily see what match that was. But if there are hammers in the card game, that is always a nice sign for our players. One airship hides behind the World 3 castle here, so it's going to be a relatively flat arena for our Wendy. Normal jumps from Wendy, no thickness from the earthquakes. A 3-hitter, dreadfully average. Am is done with her second world. Justin making it through his 3-9. He'll be right about 3 stages behind? It might be 2 now. Three, you're counting the castle. Unfortunately, the bridges were not being nice. Justin dips into 3-5. It's the quicksand stage from World 2. Gets that nice big gulp in order to reset the bridges favorably. It's pretty good use of a life there. But he's going to have to make it through this 6-6. Ham finds 1-4, which is normally an autoscroller. You see the joys of turning the autoscrollers off. 5-9 in the beta stage called Atlantis. Remaining autoscrollers because of various issues that prevent them from not having their autoscroller removed. Nice swimming to avoid the fireball. He's gonna have to take the hit from the blooper, but he should be able to get around over here to the hallway. He's gonna have to pause a little bit. Very carefully gets around the micro Goombas. And in 5-2, getting that top route. And Justo will make it through his 6-6. Justin making use of that frog suit for the extra hit. Gets a frog suit in return. Not the best refund policy, but that's what it is. Am used her hammer to skip the first half of World 2, which is our third world. 2 and 3 decide to flip-flop. Justin trying to get the power up here in the 7-6 beta break room. It's kind of difficult with the single block width of water and the different physics that presents frog suit. He's going to skip it and just swim up. Am just rushes through 4-5. Morgan finds another hammer. There are 3 hammers in the vanilla game. However, with the 3 whistles, the warp whistles that got removed, those are replaced by 3 random items. There is a possibility we could have an extra hammer floating off in the item pool for Toad Houses or Hammer Brothers. I was losing the thought, I'm sorry. Justin getting done with his World 2. Back to the end card game. So it was the star. Looked like the star is the hammer in this board. It's going to be the same star for hammer in every successive board for the rest of the seed. Another coin ship for him gets through. Justin doesn't have a hammer, so he's going to play world straight up. Finds 4-4 to start off. Showing off those Lakitu jumps. Didn't like the placement of the second Lakitu, so he'll just fire him down. I believe Am finds our first instance of vanilla in the game. 2 castle hides 2 airship. Thanks, Fred. Morton is also a regular jumper here. Three worlds done for amourietta. Right about 18 minutes. Be about 18:30 by the time we see the postcard. Justin finds 3-1. Gonna have to slow down a little bit with the water stages because of the swimming. 3-1 is not too bad. You just jump up on top, take that top route, and get to the exit pipe. Em starts out her World 4 in 7-7, one of the continuous Starman stages. This one, you can't really randomize the power-up boxes here, or else it would not make the stage very solvable. So just gotta incorporate some vanilla strats. Just Man seeing that the 2 fortress is 6 fortress 3, the carpet fort. Thanks to the boo carpets here. World 5 is World 4. And Amour's found 7-3, which is normally a continuous Starman stage, but that first pack did not produce a star. So she'll have to just run it out. Hits the shoe, gets over the Koopa and moves on. Justin did pick up a hammer, so he'll skip the back half of World 2. Instead of skip the front half. And gets another hammer from that Hammer Bro. Am's got a choice between the Fortress and 5-3 and 5-3. 7-5, and she's going to say no thank you to 7-5. Not a lot of our players really enjoy 7-5 in any way, shape, or form. So if they can find a way to get around it, they definitely will. Justinman just finishing up 4-2. Am to the Fortress. It's the best fort in the world. It's 8 fort. Very, very difficult to learn this as a kid. Because there are several routes, effective routes to this fortress. You will see our racers actually incorporate a couple of them. This one that Am's doing is pretty popular amongst most of us. She'll just wait out the P-switch, the conveyor will re-engage, and she'll make it over the boom. Justinman in his Morton fight, 2 hits. And the average 3 coming in. Another coin ship to deal with. Nice that these are un-auto-scrolled. Gets the snipes and takes a star. Sky Tower is the third of our 4 unrandomized stages here. Of course, Bowser's Castle is the last one. We are playing 80% Warpless rules, so you gotta be able to save the princess last, right? Right? Okay. Gets to the middle section and finds the angry... Just gonna sit there and chill. We're not far enough this stage where he can activate. Justinman getting his 7-7 taken care of. He'll come back for the end card game. Both players knowing that there are hammers on this board, you're probably going to see both of them play it. Maybe up until World 5 or 6. And into 7 Fortress 1. You saw the Fort Knox room. That's what they call the sucker. Full of that coin start. 7 Fort 1, one of the 2 stages where, in order to escape it normally, you need a flight method. 7 Fort 1 is nice enough to give you a Tanuki suit. You have to spend a little bit of time to go grab it, but it is worth it. World 5 is a very, very nice explanation of how hammers breaking locks speeds this game up immensely. You're able to skip 3 stages up here on the cloud side, just with one little hammer. When we get to the bracket stage, that ability gets turned off, so execution will be the bigger play. Justinman also saying no to 7-5. Just say no to 7-5. And he'll get into his 8 Fortress. 1-1 with a cheap is what amourietta is doing right now. Didn't get a final cheap spawn there. Cheap spawn a little quicker than boss basses do. Sometimes you do get surprised by them. She's gonna cloud 5-9 here, just go straight up for the coin ship. A lot of coin ships spawning normally in this seed. Take care of the tube sock throwers, the boomerang brothers. Getting a P-Wing. Just a man finding a star in the last power-up box. Amourietta into the 5 castle, which is the World 3 airship. So we'll have our Roy fight on a flat arena. Koopa kids are tied to the overworld you enter. Airship arenas are tied to the airship you are playing. Which is why you get these differing combinations here. This is a high jump Roy, just a 2-hitter. Amourietta is at the halfway point, about 25-47 on the wand grab. Justin will try to trade a star in for an item here at this Hammer Bro. Star for Cloud, I said it's a pretty good trade. But who's on first from our king here? World 4 is 5th, so not only did 2 and 3 switch positions, 4 and 5 did as well. She does have a hammer, so she's looking for the pipe that takes her over to 4 Fort 1. World 4, it's easy to screw up the start with these 2 pipes being randomized. You want to go one direction, and you pick the pipe that takes you the other way. So, the first fortress in World 4 is 7 Fort 2. The infamous Piranha Fort. The fortress so bad, the 80% players cloud over it. Making good use of that opening star. Gets to the second power-up box. Just a man gonna get into his 7 Fortress 1 to the Fort Knox room. Almost fell off the P block blocks there, but managed to keep it up. Falling through the Fort Knox room is a annoying little bit of stuff there, because you have to wait for the P-switch to fall off and then re-engage the room. Pretty reasonable time through 742 for Amourietta. She will take care of the Boom Boom fight there and take control of the back half of this World 4. We see another hand stage, the Cheap Cheeps hand stage, at the 4-4 position. The 1 power-up box in the middle has a leaf in it. Just enough coins to get a 1-up on her end. She's at 9. Justin Man is at 5. 0 life does count, so just add 1. She sees AMC's two Hammer Bros back to back. Finds another hammer. At this point, this replacements is a hammer. And gets into a penalty loop. She'll have to do this one right, or keep doing it until she gets it right, or game's over. Just a pair of regular Hammer Brothers, so it's not a terrible Hammer Brother fight. Takes a look at her inventory. She is going to go back for the 3rd Hammer Bro. Going to try to trade in the star for an item. Nice kill off the Boomerang Brothers. And, yep. Straight return, star for star. Aim has a choice of stages here. Chooses 4-5. It's 5-8. Home to the most deadliest of Lakitus. I swear this one is a professional CSGO player. He just no-scopes like nobody's business. Am unfortunately picking up the power-up, runs her iframes out, and takes the death. I swear his kill-to-death ratio is somewhere above infinity. It just amazes me. She will try it again instead of changing stages here. Gonna come in with fire, so she'll have her 2 hits to start. Takes the hit, and then she's just going to run it out. Justin Man with a P-Wing, just going to fly over the 3. Something you can't do with an Autoscroller. Second fortress in World 4 is the second fortress in World 5. The Sky Fortress. And I'm going to hug a Potaboo there. Justin Man getting the wand grab. If you can catch that wand above the screen, it considers the wand entering the screen as it leaving, as if you were on the ground coming in from it. It saves you a couple of seconds there. Sees the end cards all the way back over. Third, Hammer Brother, she's going to play it out. Hopefully she can finish this card. Our racers might feel compelled to finish the card and try a new one. And go at it. Justin Man enters 742 and is like, no. He's going to cloud over it. He's already broken the lock with the hammer. There's no reason to stage if you don't feel like it. So he takes care of that Hammer Brother to lock his position past it. Amourietta in the 7 airship. Just having to navigate those spinner platforms. Hey, look, here's one of our Earthquake kids. It is Iggy, and Am getting herself stuck in the corner and can't make it back out. She's going to take the death here. Which means she's going to have to re-navigate 7 airship. Decides that a P-Wing is the best course of action. It is consistent, but it's going to slow her down a little bit. P-Speed does lose acceleration very quickly. Yeah, she got herself cornered and then the stun lock happened, and that's usually a GG for the Koopa kid. Justin Man finding these 2 sledge bros up here. Takes care of him, takes a hit for it, but gets his hammer. Iggy's not really going to shoot anything unless it's an onion ring. There's no Wendy lifesavers to worry about or Lemmy beach balls. Gets it. I believe it was a 4-hitter. And will get her wand grab as well. That looks pretty good for positioning. You can see a little bit of Mario's chin. It'll be alright. There it is. It counts the wand entering the screen as you hitting the trigger for this cutscene. And finds a hammer at the World 4 postcard as well. Sheesh. This game is being generous. World 6 is 6th. Thanks, Fred. Love you too. First pipe here takes her over to the 642 bridge. So that'll lock her out. She's going to have to play the stages normally here. Finds 6-9. So with World 6 being 6th, we know that World 1 is 7th. Which is a nice little break for our players. And especially with hammers being easy to get, it's going to make World 1 very, very nice to navigate. And I'm going to find top route here. Just has to get around a couple of piranha plants. She'll get out. Justin Man in his 7 airship, he's managed to catch up quite a bit here. Trying to make a race out of this. He's doing a pretty good job of catching up. Another coin chip. Justin gonna go for the fire kill. Unfortunately takes the hit from Iggy, but gets the jumps out of the way. Amourietta gets a P-Wing here at this first hammer bro. First choice of stages, she's going to take 6-3, and it is a beta stage. I want to say they wanted to mimic 5-3 with this one. This one's a very interesting concept. Left to right on the ground, and then you take the pipe, and now you're going right to left in the water. Fortunately, the blooper did not want to be nice. I should take a hit here. And another blooper, so she's going to take this little lower path. Watches out for the baby bloopers, and she'll get the exit pipe here. Justin has joined her in World 6, sees the pipe to nowhere, gets an end card game. I believe he's on his second board here. And if I'm looking at these cardboards correctly, it's stars that are the hammerman. I'm probably wrong, though. Airman 641, it's the Air Force from World 8. The 3 action military stages from World 8 are considered fortresses. Pretty much if it builds a bridge or breaks a lock, it's considered a fortress for randomizing purposes. She gets through it just fine. So I am now with about a 2-stage lead. I believe she's going to say no more to the end cards there. And now Am finds the regular tank stage, lead-off stage to World 8. There will be a randomized Hammer Brother at the end of this, and also a randomized item. Let's see if Just a Man goes up or down here is his choice. Now he'll take the down route with Am. So he will see the 3-9 or 5-3 beta. This is the seed of coin chips. Another stage choice here. 6-6 is home to 8-2. Another fun stage that is well loved by the player base here. I'm being very sarcastic when I say that. Takes the Sand of Shame. She has 2 routes to go through. She's going to go for the coin pipe here. They both lead to the same place here. For the jump. She's going to have to jump. And makes it. You would think, but it's all for Mario. Third and final Hammer Brothers stage here in World 6 has some Fire Bros on the ice. And amourietta goes into 6-2. Which is normally an Autoscroller. These clouds are the most annoying part of this stage. Usually you have to wait for them, unless you have a P-Wing. Just a Man getting that Tanuki suit at the end of the regular tank stage. And here we have some route divergence. 6-5 is actually 7-8. Gonna hit the lag wall here with all these enemy spawns. Amourietta into 6-4-2, which is actually the first fortress from World 3. The Fortress of Doors. Junior. Not as bad as 8 Fortress. Amourietta gets to that 6th door. Gets up to her boom boom fight. Six, 8 turns out to be 6-7, which is also another Autoscroller turned off here. Just have to be careful about this last part. Making sure that you fall with the donut lift. Justinman actually going to go into the 5th door power-up because he was small. Sees that it is a vanilla 1-up, so has to move on to door 6. If you can find a star at door 5, you can actually carry that all the way over to Boom Boom for a star kill. Which is why some players play it. Am gets to 6-9 here in the game and finds out it's actually 6-10. Gonna get the little crouch strats there through the ice blocks. Angry Sun decides to wake up here. Yep. Just cata-cornered away from 6-10. And she will make it over to 6-4-3 position, which is actually 6 Fortress 1. A lot of these stages are in the correct one, but in the wrong position. Today. Again with the divergence, Justinman gonna go take a look at what 6-10 is, and it is 6. With another Angry Sun. So the Angry Sun wanted to be everywhere. He's gonna get a little Kaizo blocked there. Just has to work his way around that obstruction. Angry Sun activates just before this end section. One more spawn on the ground, and box. And I'm going to be the first to the World 6 castle, and it's the World 6 airship. Fred, come on, man. Come on, man. You had one job. That's to get this thing randomized. And I'm going to try to keep the fire here. So we're gonna get Lemmy in his normal habitat, which is kind of hard for because he is one block of his head is one block above your head. But Am just takes care of it in 2 hits. So for those interested in the stage order, this 7, 3, 2, 5, 4, 6, and 1. And then of course World 8 to end it off. Justin is only 1 airship behind and is almost succeeded in catching up. Amourietta has 2 hammers. Gonna use 1 here, of course. So she has just 2 stages and a hammer brother before she makes it over to the World 1 castle. 2-1 is the stage here, and we've got nippers. We got fire nippers. We have all the annoying things. Yes, I know they're actually called Batuis, but we love to call them nippers because they just love to nip at your legs and take your hits and make you mad. 1-6 for Am is 3-2. Does get the star. This is a continuous Starman stage. And she's gonna play with it. Let's see how many hammers Justinman has. He should have. That might be his only one. And might be a hammer here. For World 8, that can be important. Because locks are placed in the default positions. Justinman cannot go full speed with that chainless chomp. Faster than the chomp. So he has to wait for him to despawn off the side there to get back to a full speed situation. The only airship we haven't seen yet is the World 5 airship. Justin's gonna go P-Wing here. Blind, finds that it's 3-2. And he'll just fly. It's gonna be a little faster to take the platform, even with the slowdown that you get from the P-Wing. And making quick work of Larry, and she'll be the first one late. Gets a Tanuki suit from the World 1 postcard. Here we go. How easy or hard is this World 8 route gonna be? We'll start with 2-3. And we have the giant world enemy set here. We have all the big sprites and some of the small ones, but mostly these big sprites. Justin Man will join her shortly in World 8. Alright, so the first major part of divergence can come here. You can either do the Navy sprite, or you can take that first pipe. Amourietta's going to take the first pipe. Amourietta by about a stage. Sees the hand bridge, and she's going to turn back. Hand bridge is really a place of last resort for most players, especially when we're 47 minutes in and neither player has finished yet. And I'm going to take bottom route here in 4 Fortress 1. Justin Man is just a stage behind her in 2-3. Justin's going to have to be a little more careful now that he's small. Yes, Lucius, yes. Yes, this is a randomizer race. You cannot watch each other's stream. Because that is, yeah, that's telegraphing. And of course you can't look at chat. No spoilers. Most players play with emote only on their streams. Amourietta finds the lock at the L, the airship lock. Sorry, the Air Force lock. She has a hammer to break through. She gets through it and finds 8182, which is not nearly as bad as full hand bridge, but pretty annoying nonetheless. 8-2 is 7-9. Oh, sorry, 8-1 is 7-9. I was coming from the wrong direction there. She has the clouds. She's going to use them. She had one cloud there. 8-2 is 5-6, which is normally a auto-scroll level with our friends the Parabeetles. And blindly goes in with the P-Wing, and we'll get rewarded for not having to navigate the Parabeetles there. Well, let's see where the pipes here go. Because if the answer is handbridge, it's going to be annoying. It is not, as Amourietta finds it. They're on the other side of 8-2, so it's going to be somewhere here in dark screen. It's going to be the way home. Bottom right takes her up to top middle, so it is the 8 Fortress lock that's going to be the way out. Justin Man finds 7-1. Amourietta in 6 Fortress 2 and gets some underflying action going on here to skip that first set of thwomps. Yeah, logically it looks like hand bridge is required. But if you do have a hammer, you can break the Air Force lock and go around the L. Justin Man gets his 7-1 skip. Only one hand from Justin. And Air Force is 5 Fortress 1, the ground fortress in World 5. So Amourietta has found Bowser's Castle, one fortress stage left to go, and it's the Fred of all the times. What? The vanilla gatekeeper turns out to be the randomizer gatekeeper here. So Amourietta in the driver's seat. And she is the first one to Bowser's Castle. I don't believe either player picked up a hammer suit. It didn't look like it. I could be wrong. Am's going to check for us. Does not find one. She does have a fire flower. It is 35 fireballs to Bowser. But most of the times it is quicker than his 5 or more stomps on the ground. Of course, a hammer suit is the fastest kill. As few as 3. Usually it's about 5. On the slow side, if you can't get the angles right, it's closer to 7 hammers. But hammer suit hammers do damage him on every frame you hit his. Am does not get the people's clip. Gets tapped by the boo and then takes the disco waffle, so she'll come in small. And had to go around. Justin Man is going to find the right pipe here, but he is a full stage behind. So if Amourietta can get this Bowser fight done correctly, she will win this race. And it's really just down to that. It's getting the Bowser fight done. Fireballs are going to be the main source of trouble here, because she's probably going to do under the Bowser strats here. She's just got to position herself safely so those fireballs don't touch her. And then turn Bowser to the direction she wants him to go. Because when he shoots low, there's a chance he can cross your sprite if you're in that part of the neighborhood. So one more to go for Amourietta. She's gonna get it. Makes the jump over the pit, and looks like that's gonna be it. Ladies and gentlemen in Twitch chat, get your GGs out for Amourietta. Because she is going to finish with an official SRL time of 52 minutes and 40 seconds and win this race and go to 5-0 in Group H. Justin Man did end up keeping his fire. So he's going to try the fire kill here. Puts him alone on the door there. Gonna try to switch positions, and then it's just a matter of trying to get around the fireballs. Gonna put him down now. Yep, and then hit him on the side of the head. Takes the hit, but it doesn't matter. And Justin Man is gonna finish up as well. Again, get your GGs out for. He is gonna finish second in this race, with an official SRL time of 53 minutes and 34 seconds. Margin of victory was only 56 seconds here. Justin Man overcoming game over to get close. Unfortunately, he didn't pull it out, but he got very, very close to this one. We'll see if either one or both want to join me here for some comments. Some comments. Nope.
Thanks for the GGs. That was so stressful. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. Just waiting on our players to see if they take the Discord invite here. But that was a very, very, very hype race. Amourietta goes to 5-0. justinman114 is going to go to 1-1 in Group H here. And I believe I have with me here in this chat channel one Amourietta. GG.
Thanks. That was pretty close, wasn't it?
As well as justinman114. Hammer. There were plenty of them to go around. I want to say one of the whistle replacements was a hammer, because I think you guys got 4 from Hammer Bros, as well as I want to say the star on the card was a hammer as well.
Yeah, I didn't know which one it was on the card, and I don't even know if I got both of the ones from the second card. I just gave up doing it because I didn't realize I still had 3 in my inventory. I was like,
it was I think it was a star from the end card game. I think I
got one of them from my second card.
Yeah, I think I got 2 from there, and then I tried it one more time and couldn't get anything, so I gave up on it.
There might have been one from like a level where you could choose to do one or the other. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I came across in World 5 there, where it was, choose level 3 or the fort. Or wait, was that it?
Yep.
No, wait. It was World 7. I think level 7 and level 8. I think one of them was 5-9 and the other one was 3-5.
Yeah, that was my downfall.
That was World 5. And you both went into 7-5. You both said nope, and then you both doing the fortress.
Yeah, but at the beginning in World 7, like I had like 4 lives going into that Autoscroller. I don't know which level it is, vanilla. The vertical.
And I think
5-9.
Yeah.
I just intentionally died so I could go do the other level instead, and then that was a level I don't really like, and I died twice. So I decided to go back to the other level, and then I died, like, I don't know if you guys saw it, like, literally, like, frames from touching the card box at the end or whatever. Like, Lakitu dropped a spiny guy, and it like, I was just like, I couldn't do anything but laugh, really. It was pretty good.
That snipe caused the game over, and
that was the game over, yeah.
Oh,
that looked to be the whole thing, unfortunately. I mean, you were coming back with a vengeance
yeah, I figured those hammers would help. Like, I stockpile them for that reason.
Well, you actually finished a board and went to your second. Am didn't make it through her first board, but got both hammers.
Yeah.
So I think in World 6 she saw the first one, said nope, and just went on from there. But I think you ended up getting an extra out of that one.
Then I got stun locked one of the Koopa kids. I hate when that happens because there's nothing you can do.
Oh, yeah. I almost had trouble with one of the stun ones. I think, I can't remember which world it was in, but I somehow got out of it. I had like a lot of bad deaths, but I also feel like I had a lot of like ridiculous recoveries that probably shouldn't have happened, so.
Generally, I played pretty good, but just like dumb things. I mean, I always do little dumb things when I play it, but...
You guys, I mean, where you were taking deaths is almost the same place, but at different times, of course, because Justin was behind there for a bit. But, I mean, 5-8 tripped you up, Am. I think 5-8 tripped Justin as well.
Which one's 5-8?
The one, the sky one with the cloud platform.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I died there toward the end.
Yep.
I shouldn't have beat him, but I was like...
Yeah, I had a few head scratcher deaths. I was like, why did I... There was just so many times where I felt like I was just like doing things way differently than I normally do them. I don't know why, so I don't know.
Oh, I
had one of those days.
I had 2 clouds. One of them we got right at the end of World 7, so I used it in World 8 to skip 8-1.
Oh, you're right, there was 2. I forgot we even got that one. I just noticed that I got it and I forgot.
In World 5, I skipped 5-9. I don't know if you played that one, but I don't know what it was.
Which level was that? Is that the underground maze level?
No, the last level in World 5, before the castle.
Yeah, which level was it though? That you skipped?
Oh, I don't know, because I used a cloud.
Oh, you just used it without. Oh, okay. I thought you you went into it and suicide.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even bother checking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it's at the end. You might as well just use it.
I was glad not to see 8-1 or Atlantis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Atlantis is the worst.
Mm.
I couldn't believe I was in Bowser's Castle before you got done. Like, how is this even, like, with how my World 1 went, I was expecting to lose by, like, 5 minutes, so it was pretty,
Yeah.
like, my heart rate actually started going back up. Like, why is this happening?
Yeah,
I
mine
still
too.
feel like I'm gonna lose, like...
Even when I was, like, at the end of World 6 and World 7, I was like, he's gonna dot down any second, I know it.
Yeah, that's basically the same feeling, so we, I guess, both had the same kind of thing going on.
But yeah, that was... Were we, like, a minute apart, or
Yeah,
barely?
I think a little less than...
56 seconds was the official margin.
Definitely
Yeah.
gonna watch this race back and see. So
I have to imagine I'm behind the whole race just because of World 1, but I probably was behind by more, I think. I would
It
guess.
was about half a world, about 4.5 stages, and then you were just tick, just catching up, just very slowly.
World 6, like, I thought it would never end. It was so long.
Oh yeah, it was very vanilla. World 3 too was pretty vanilla-ish in the way it was laid out.
It would have been better to use the hammer on the other near the fort, but I didn't. So I had to do a little extra.
Yeah, hindsight,
You both ended up going this exact same. So
yeah.
Mhm.
I did use like one. World 6 is where I actually realized I still had 3 hammers, so I just used 2 of them there, and then saved the last one for World 1. So I did get to skip a couple levels, but
yeah, I definitely wanted to make sure that I had one for World 1.
yeah.
Yeah, overall that was fun. So
Indeed.
we can schedule our second race sometime. I don't know, next week or something.
Cool.
Be good. Yeah.
Group H is still pretty open. I mean, you go up to 5. Justin goes to 1-1, but not a lot of races played in this group, so there's still plenty of time for places to be settled, and of course 2 of you are in advance.
Right.
Any final thoughts, guys? GG once more time.
No, it was a good race. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was closer than I expected it to be, so I'm glad.
Yeah, me too.
Be pretty entertaining watching the VOD.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about tomorrow. We do have 3 races currently lined up for tomorrow. Amourietta, you're going to go back into it against Goku Bat Fat Man at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to have a doubleheader in Group C, JJ Blue versus Great White Hope. Both of their Group 1 and Group 2 races back-to-back starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to get into, I want to say, week 4 of the group stages coming up. I want to say that. About halfway done.
Has it really been that long?
I want to say,
Yeah.
I gotta pick up the pace here. I've only done 2 matches.
Because it was January 28th, I believe, is when it started. So.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I've only done the 2, and I've been slacking, but I will definitely get them in.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna wrap it up then. I mean, one more time, thanks to justinman114 and thanks to Amourietta. Guys, follow these racers. They put on one heck of a show for everybody. I'm gonna put the command in the chat. Not that one, though. You can do that too. That's okay.
Oh yeah, follow Claire's too for sure.
And let's get the SMB3R command in the chat too. You want to play this yourself? I mean, hey, there's a link there. Join the Discord. We're a very, very welcoming community to new racers. We have races pretty much on the daily now, not in tournament races. We all want to get that in practice. And come on, join the fun. It is a fun randomizer. It's Fred Kaufman randomizer. You know it's well constructed.
Oh yeah.
So for justinman114, Amourietta, I am Claris.com, wishing you a good evening from the Mario 3 Randomizer Tournament. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks, guys.